Okay, I'm here at the Kahr.us circuits table, and your name, sir?
My name is Rob Kahr.
Now, Rob, I take it these are all interior parts for various pinball machines.
That's correct, yes.
And how long have you been dealing in parts and the like?
Almost 3 years.
All right. Now, obviously, people, you know, you like the shiny graphics, you like the fancy stuff, but without parts that are functioning and working, it's just a your pinball machine is just a big space waster in a house.
Well, it can hold down a lot of paper as well. They're heavy.
Yep.
Right? Particularly the older machines, which is where most of these parts go.
Now, what do you think, from what you've seen, what are the parts that people tend to order the most? What breaks down?
So across the parts I make, unquestionably, the WPC Power Fix is the most popular product. I've sold about 3,000 of those in just under 3 years. So
now, what is the WPC Power?
So in WPC machines, there's a common problem that's called a WPC reset. What happens is the 12-volt line is very lightly loaded in a WPC, and a 5-volt is very heavily loaded. And I made a board that helped to better balance the load across those two power supplies, and thus reduces the resets that cause from the overloaded 5-volt supply line.
Now, you can't get much more specialty business than what you do.
No, that's true.
When did you come up with the idea of this business and decide to start doing it? Were you a pinball fanatic who said, I got to solve this problem?
So I was a pinball newbie at one point, like everyone, right? About 4 years ago, I got a Party Zone pinball machine, and it had the reset problem. And I worked through all the typical do this, do that, you know, change your rectifiers, worry about your capacitors, worry about interboard connects, worry about low line voltage, etc., etc., etc. All the gremlins that are in there that can cause problems, and it didn't quite fix it, and I was frustrated by it. Out of that frustration, though, came the invention. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a better way to do this. Using a systems approach, I came up with a larger solution for all WPC era machines, and that's exactly what resulted in the daughter board.
Now, I take it your background is in computers or electronics?
Electrical engineer by degree, yeah.
And is this the second job, or has this become the first job?
Oh my goodness, this is a long way from being the first job. This is fun, it gets me to pinball shows, get to meet people like you. I've been to Texas Pinball Festival twice. This is my first time at this show.
And where are you out of?
Northern Virginia.
And if people want to find out more about the things you sell and the parts, where can they go online?
Kahr.us, which is not spelled like you would expect, but it's spelled like my last name.
K-A-H-R, so that's Kahr.us, and that's Rob Kahr. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, thanks for stopping by and saying hi.